Who made? Yeah.
I believe I
So now you know why I
had a
didn't.
few other people share too. Sir, hi, I'm Fred Roberts.
Thank you for that.
Nice to meet you. I've been sober for. Oh, I'm gonna be. Oh, well done.
So I'd like to call the committee of the whole meeting of March the 28th to order and respectfully acknowledge that this meeting has been held on the traditional territory of the Public people of the Wilkes. So may I have approval of the agenda as presented? Councilor Secretary, Councilor Dugas, all in favor? Carried. Business arising from the minutes and unfinished business from the committee of the whole, March 14th, action item report for information. Any comments? Moving on to staff reports, the Port Hardy Harbor Authority, March 2023 monthly report for information. Comments? Questions? Port Hardy Water Treatment Plant, the monthly report, February 2023 for information. Comments, questions?
I have a question.
Go.
Probably just go straight to staff.
Yeah.
It's okay. That water leak, that really big water leak. I realize, like it said, it's been on longer because the communications were broken and that fixed now, but what actually caused?
The one in
Cedar Heights.
Cedar Heights.
Just
Oh, yeah.
like, is that everywhere or is that gonna happen?
One leak happened.
But like that volume?
It depends on like where the pressure is, like for that particular one, because of that age. Because it's in a certain area, you get to it, then it's quite common.
Is that the picture you included? Is that?
Yeah.
So there's no preventive maintenance or anything?
Just, yeah, at a certain amount of time after, they have a lifespan each pipe, just replace them.
And so that's already part of the maintenance. Okay.
If I could, just add to it. So Cedar Heights is kind of one of those fun subdivisions that got handed over to the district.
Right.
And I'm sure Councilor Dugas can take his hand validly to this one. So correct me if I'm wrong, it's a subdivision that was done by the province and in order to make houses and unfortunately, when they laid the water and sewer lines, they skirted them through properties, etc. Then when they signed over the infrastructure to the district, there's actually an agreement in place that basically says that we now inherited all of that infrastructure because the province divested it to us, but there wasn't any upgrading that was provided with that. So the unfortunate thing is trailers have been put on sewer and water lines. So us to be able to get in there and do any kind of small preventative maintenance, replacing some pipes is quite difficult because we actually would have to move some trailers in order to be able to do that, or to put in all new infrastructure and hook everybody up properly. Because normally what would happen is everything would have gone at the road level, but in order to make it easier to do the install, they kind of just teed and hooked in everywhere. So the agreement that we currently have in place, which was written in 1992, says something along the lines of the individual service connection is the responsibility of the property owner, and we're responsible for the main line. But the majority of those main lines connect almost instantaneously to those service connections, which actually happen to be right underneath the trailers. So just kind of
It's messy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You can't find a valve, you can't turn it off, and you gotta go back, you have to find another valve, and turn more valves, which you can't find. So it's a mess.
Thanks for the info.
Moving on, Tanya Cole. Sorry.
That's okay.
Director of Recreation and Community Service, your monthly report for March.
I'll give you a verbal update. Did you meet with our spring break?
How do you do a
Spring
verbal
break.
pie chart? How do you do a verbal pie chart?
Verbal pie chart. Well, I'll tell you how. It was a phenomenal week last week. We had 16 players. They were all happy. We brought in $4,800 in revenue.
Wow.
3 cheers. take 10 minutes, Heather said, so they're wrapped us up in 10 minutes. So we had 16 players on the ice. We had our Blake Egan, who's our staff member. He brought his dad, who is a former WHL hockey player. Phenomenal team on the ice. We had 3 of their team, and we had our two of our staff on the ice. They did challenges, they did drills and skills, they did 3-on-3. If you guys can have a chance to go there, it's amazing what they can do with these 16 kids. They were so pumped. They were so excited about the week. They loved the flow between the 2 ice times and then the dry land portion of it and the games in between. It was just such a great atmosphere. And for our first hockey camp, 16 kids was just perfect. A lot of kids for us to get our feet wet, to know, what we need to do better for next time. And happy to report that they're all going to come back. Greg Egan and his family are coming back in the summertime. We're going to do a 3-on-3 challenge, which we can divide the ice into two sections and have more kids. We have up to 26 kids, which is a lot. But yeah, 26 kids can go on the ice and they can have their 2 sets, 2 dedicated teams of skills and drills and get the most out of this. So we're going to rock and roll this in the summertime. We're going to put early ice in. August 14th to the 18th, we'll do a 3-on-3 hockey camp. And then the second week will be a traditional hockey. So in terms of budget, we did bring in $4,800, which is a lot of revenue for 5 days and 16 kids. So just imagine what we can do with 30 kids. On top of that, we had an exciting theater camp. Thank you for those who came out to support Trish and the 9 kids on stage. It's absolutely adorable what they can do in such a short period of time. It's really courageous, in an age where getting on stage is so frightful, but such a powerful way to instill that public speaking aspect that's going to carry them through life. And to see a fitness instructor, you don't know all the talents that she has, and then to hear that she actually wrote that play, and to see that unfold on stage, it's just not. We're still hearing lots of rave reviews on Facebook. On top of that, we had our 2 public skates, which we just threw in at the last minute because we had extra ice. It brought in 93 kids came out for public skating and kids, so that was fantastic. And we also had some demand for private skating lessons. And due to Rachel, our head coach's popularity, she'd be able to squeeze in some public skating lessons. So all in all, it was a very, very busy week. And here we are into week 2. We started off our take a break camp yesterday. And we're going to start our second camp on Wednesday. So really exciting to see all that happening. Ice is out. Managed to get our ice out on the 24th. We're prepping for the Easter Festival coming up on April the 8th. We're expecting 300 people, 35 vendors lined up. So come on out and support that. Bring your layers. It'll be cold still in the arena. It'll be just like last year. We're going to have a little scooter bike trail on one end, and we're going to have lots of games and the Lego Imagination Station that was so popular last year. We're going to have that again, and just a variety of crafts. Teddy Bear Picnic this Saturday. Very exciting. We have 27 people lined up or registered already. 30. Okay, thank you. Okay, I guess when I ran, we got 3 more.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll keep running.
30 and 19 parents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Perfect. So that's happening at the Civic Center this weekend on Saturday. Spring registration, we're still rolling into we still have our early bird registration happening until Friday. Just really exciting new programs. We hired an interesting gal named Miriam Jackal from Russia. She just moved here with her family. She's a very vibrant lady. She's very, very talented. She's putting it together a choir ensemble for kids and for seniors. She's doing music lessons, music movement for tiny tots as well as older kids. Silk painting, wood blocks, painting. Yeah, just really, really interesting stuff going on there. Dog training, dog obedience. After 2 years of hearing constant people asking me about dog training classes, we finally did it, so hallelujah.
Oh, were they? When were they?
Dog training and dog obedience classes.
Yeah, when did they happen?
They're happening in May.
Oh,
Yeah, and we finally got, we've been trying to get this Lynn Fedora from Campbell River. She's known in North Island, but she hasn't committed to coming out to Port Hardy, but she finally did. And so we've got our signs sealed and delivered. So please register if you'd like to get your dogs trained. We're really excited about that.
well, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in your whole other category. That may take me 3 years. Our Spanish instructor, Marita Flores, you probably know her quite well. She's coming back from her Mexican trip there, and she's coming on a Mexican fiesta in May. So that's gonna be really exciting. Timbit softball is coming back. We have 13 kids registered for that, which is really awesome, which is a free program in conjunction with BC softball. Community garage sale, if you guys were here in February, or no, it was January 28th, it was a huge success in the city center. We're gonna do another one in May. Color programs, music, movement, tiny tot, which is already sold out. And up to 49 in the Hardy Hustle.
Nice.
So who's gonna be the 50th? Who wants to be the 50th?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till the. I'll be if I have to. Louisa, Heather, Ron, Cam. Just for you.
Yeah, work that leg back in, bud.
Perfect way to do it.
The only time we run is away from the enemy.
You can walk.
We're walking.
I recommend walking. So I've run it 26 times now, so I know the route inside out, every square inch of it. All the pitfalls to watch out for, but Cam and I are gonna go talk about it tomorrow.
He's gonna walk the course.
You're gonna walk it, he's gonna drive it. I'll be right behind him. Please stop. Anyway, I'm putting together I'm hoping to for people to register. I'm offering a course prep program. It's a 4-week prep program for $5 in May. Anyone who wants to learn about the route and some of the hills and what to prepare for, I'm happy to do that. I'm not a trainer, but happy to take my experience and that Jenna taught me. Yeah, right. Put that to good use. And yeah, so much, it's just so exciting, lots happening in Spring Dive. And so if you haven't looked at Spring
Can I
Dive,
have
it's
a
just
brown one?
phenomenal. Please do.
Hang on.
That's me on the cover. Crossing the Napa Valley. Yeah, that's my part.
So thank you, Candy. I just wanted to comment on the, not only the
Fred
great
asked me to
program.
get it autographed.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm in love. I'd be happy to.
So I just
Make it to Eleanor.
wanted to make a comment about, not only is your program going so well, but
dog
just on the
Good.
children's theater group, and I talked to Trish afterwards, and she was telling me about one of the children that was up on stage. The family just moved here from India. They didn't speak English, but they were saying their daughter is so introverted. And they were surprised that she was willing to do this theater camp, but wanted to encourage her to be a bit more outgoing. They couldn't believe how much she talked and how well she projected, and they were just so moved. And then the other young girl that Trish made comment is, and it might be the your instructor that's Russian. I'm not sure if it's her daughter or another one had just recently moved to town. Young girl speaks 4 languages.
All languages.
And she just, I told Trish she had such presence on stage. They all did, but this young girl really
Her
did.
sister was the same too.
Yeah. Yeah, so very impressive. Yeah. And Trish has so many talents.
She really does.
So
Sometimes
many
you have to
talents.
cry out of people, but it's amazing what they can tell.
Yeah, so I talked to her a little bit about some of her education and her background, and some, we're lucky to have her in town.
Really are.
You go that place often, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Cindy Rogers from Zabella, she's committed to 2 classes, dance mixed fitness. It was rocking last year. Please sign up if you're interested in that. Yeah, it's really blessed to have people that want to help. We have the community supporting us.
Yeah, so it's great, so thank you.
No stopping us.
Yes.
We're a force to be reckoned with.
So thank you. And thank you all staff for all the hard work that you do. So at this time, we have a delegation of Corporal Ryan Brook from the OSTM with the 2022 quarterly report. So come on up. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, we gave him a notice out of nice of a chair.
We have to swap this one.
You need one of those ones, otherwise I'll get stuck.
Oh.
Because of the stuff, not because of anything else.
Too late.
Take it away, Ryan.
Yeah, so this is the October to December quarter. Like our violent offenses are actually trending downwards, which is nice to see. 32 for assaults for the quarter before, which is up 14. For common assaults and assault with weapon, 41%. Sexual assaults are the same at 7. Intoxicated in public is also trending downwards. That's files that we receive or self-generate. But 49% decrease. There's been quite a effort in the downtown core. It's been ongoing. For breach of peace, there was an increase. And sometimes that stat collecting there can kind of skew those numbers where the breach of the peace and the common assault can kind of be very similar. So in that one, there's quite a rise. So that could offset the decline there in the assaults. Cause disturbance, roughly the same. 97 versus 109. Mischiefs, 17 versus 21 the quarter before. Mischief, loss, enjoyment of property, that's more of a, could be a noise bylaw, people in a house type thing. That's 23 versus 26, quarter before. Noise bylaw, again, the same, 28 versus 30 before. False 911s, those are just calls for service that end up being nothing. 24 this quarter versus 20 the quarter before. Really do have low property crime compared to a lot of other areas. England. Only 1 this quarter versus 7 previous. Anywhere else on there? It's gonna be one of the biggest numbers. Yeah, yeah. A lot of other places, that's the biggest problem that they see. Uplifting 3 versus 5, quarter 4. Quite a drop in missing persons files. These are quite often youth that are reported missing. Specified assistance is kind of a catch-all. It can be really anything that just doesn't fall into anything. 61 files there. False alarms, 33. Mental Health Act, quite a few more, 33 versus 22 quarter before.
That's a false alarm.
Also, what's that?
That was a false
That's
alarm.
pretty-
not
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
sorry. Thanks. Mental Health Act is 34 versus 52, so drop actually. We've actually, the old attachment just got a whole bunch of training from the division on mental health and how to direct them to the proper resources in town.
How is that working? Is like the resources as in the CMT teams and
Yeah,
Salvation Army?
Salvation Army, but more just directly working with the mental health team in town and getting them resources that they need. Drug files, this is trafficking. 3 versus 1. 3 more relative. simple possession, drop of 1. Impaired driving saw actually quite a decrease. This wasn't from a lack of us being out there. There were quite a few road checks during the months of October and December. Seems like people seem to be getting the message. Nice to see. Is kind of
What are driving complaints? 80 was 20-20.
that's just simple. It's kind of a catch-all as well for just offenses that people will call in, just complaints about bad driving in town. Violation tickets written was roughly the same, 48 versus 46. Quarter before for moving, and non-moving is the same at 6, and warnings 3 versus 2. We did have the one fatal collision at the intersection at Cold Harbor quarter. The 3 injury motor vehicle accidents versus 1 the quarter before. Our prisoner count was dropped significantly. I think the Salvation Army has a huge impact, giving us a place to take people who aren't actually causing problems. Giving them
Have there been those?
Not yet, but they were opening earlier during that period. They were
Yeah.
open at 3 versus the 5 o'clock start.
Mhm.
And JJP hearings at 12 versus 19. That's people who we saw. That's what we're in that for. Actual detentions were the same at 4.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions. The first one, the intersection where that king died. There are a few accidents there from time to time. There was another one, I think, the other day. Do you have any thoughts on, is it intersection safety? Is it a variety of things? Like, is there something we can do to reduce those, or would we better get track on this, or?
Yeah, I don't know if I can speak specifically to the design of the highway there.
Gonna help if there's a hill that speeds, tendencies to speed
I
up.
know those intersections are never good when it's full speed. and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah, and it can be a combination of the speed and people not stopping properly to look.
Yeah.
As well.
My other question was the decriminalization that just occurred to January 31st of small amounts of hard drugs.
Yeah, 2.5 grams.
Have you seen changes in behavior, like individuals? It just seemed like they're just,
Yeah, I would compare it a lot to when marijuana was legalized, where, people who were doing it before are still doing it.
like,
That's what we're seeing now as well.
no increase,
No, we have,
just abusing the reason for it.
yeah, we have, resource cards that we have been given to give out to people who are using.
Okay.
And, like to see a little bit more education in the youth on that.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's it for me.
Maybe it would be a good opportunity for me to just ask about the priorities that you guys are seeing for the year ahead, now that we're at the end of our fiscal year. Start kind of doing some planning for the year ahead and what council sees as priorities in town. Previous years, it's impaired driving has been one, and the downtown issues, which we're still working on.
I don't think much has changed from that.
Myself personally, downtown core for sure. But I'm always been a strong advocate against impaired driving. So I would still like to see that as.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's just my own personal opinion.
For me, the downtown area is clean.
definitely the,
And, yeah, so that ongoing work on the territory. Just things need to.
I mean, what I hear, I'm sure all of us here from the community is the downtown stuff. Now, I don't know how much of it is policing and how much of it is, you know, mental health help. And I know that there's a lot of people working on it. So, but maybe we can talk further about it at our upcoming strategic planning.
Yeah, because we have an encounter meeting on Friday, so.
And I guess the other thing is just, and probably you know more about it, just as the boundary opens up. On many partners.
The other thing too is we certainly have heard about speeding in school zones.
Okay.
Who does that?
I don't know, but certainly have heard about that. And, especially around Eagle View, and I think we've had meetings around Eagle View.
Yeah, Eagle View's come up. a few
Yeah,
times.
but as well by the high school.
Who was saying they were handing out cards about you're doing something right? Was it when we met with ICBC?
Yeah.
They had like, like instead of fining people, they had like positive reinforcement.
Yeah, and we'd actually,
Schools.
when I talked to Secretary Phillips, it was an initiative that was also passed down to our, but there was a capacity issue at the time, but it was a free copy to HW,
Yeah.
sponsored that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It sounded really like.
yeah, it sounds like a positive. And
That
it
worked.
brings you good,
Yeah.
good vibes for the police department too.
If I may, just have one, we did get a grant for speed reader signs to add more to the community, and our priority is for the school zones. But I don't know if Pam can comment on whether or not we can capture the time of day from the data. So we can actually know what the speeds are that are actually happening and what time of day they're actually occurring. So we can share that data with the
Perfect.
RCMP as well, so that if we start seeing a trend,
Yeah.
then we can make sure that there's some enforcement that goes.
We can do with that with our present cameras.
Yep.
We can tell you the speeds that they go.
So yeah, definitely we can work on getting more of a presence out in the school zones.
How the heck are people speeding at Eagle?
I think it's more of a crosswalk issue there. It's an issue
Yeah,
with the
the-
crosswalk
Okay.
and it being blocked from students being able to, or
Yeah,
cars parking too close to the
Okay.
Yeah,
crosswalk.
so.
Yeah.
The park.
Okay.
Where there shouldn't be parking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How much so that people are driving over here and walking the kids to Eagle. They don't want to take the kids up to, CB.
I see,
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion